Good morning, students. I hope you people have read the first paragraph of the novel A Tale of Two Cities, written by Charles Dickens. Now we are going to learn about the next plot of the story. So, let's begin. The second paragraph begins from here. It was a dark November night in the year 1775, and a streaming mist roamed up Shooter's Hill like a spirit seeking rest and finding none. So, the plot of the novel it begins from November 1775. It was a dark night and atmosphere on the Shooter's Hill was foggy. It was full with the fog. The Dover Mail was halfway up the hill. On its way to Dover, it was an empty coach pulled by four horses, its passengers walking beside it, not because they wished to exercise, but because the weight of the coach was too heavy for the horses to pull uphill in the mud. The Dover Mail, the Dover Mail is actually a horse carriage, had reached to the halfway of the hill, halfway of the Shooter's Hill. All the passengers were walking besides the empty coach, pulled by the four horses. Why? The reason is because it was difficult for the horses to pull the carriage uphill along with the passengers inside it. So, in order to make the weight to somewhat light, the passengers were walking beside it. I hope you people are getting. So let's proceed to the next page. The driver and the guard beside him could hardly see more than a few feet in front of them. They both knew it was a good night for a robbery, and Shooter's Hill was a perfect place because it was steep and the coach could hardly get to the top, only at a snail's pace. Snail, it is a small wild creature. It always covers itself under a shell whenever it finds any danger or anything else. Its speed is really very slow. So, steep hill, here it is written, it was steep, yes. The word steep means, for example, this is a hill. So this is its steep side. It is difficult for a horse carriage or for anybody to reach to the top of the hill with a fast speed. The speed is slow while we are reaching to the top. So that is why this is called steep. So because of the mist, the driver and the guard could hardly see more than a feet in front of them. Both the driver and the guard, they were aware of the fact that it was a dark night and they have to be alert from the robbers because it was a perfect place for robbery because the hill was steep. As I have said, it was steep and the speed of the carriage was very very slow. So that is why both of them, they were very much alert regarding that. They both peered into the mist to see anything was moving, especially anyone on the horseback. The guard was holding a gun with a long barrel across his knees. Suddenly he raised it to his shoulder. So the driver and the guard, they were alert and they were checking if anyone is following them. The guard was having a gun. Suddenly he raised his gun to his shoulder when he heard the footsteps of a horse and instructed, and he is going to instruct all the passengers that hurry up, get inside the coach. See, the guard said, I hear a horse. coming up behind us, gentlemen. In the king's name, all of you get into the coach. So here the guard is instructing the passengers that I have heard the footsteps of a horse. So it's possible that somebody came to rob them in that dark, misty night. So he instructed all of them to hurry up to get inside the coach so that he can save them. The coach stopped and the three passengers got in quickly. They remained still and silent, waiting. The guard squeezed his gun in his hand, ready for the worst. Soon, a horse at a gallop came fast and furiously up the hill. Dark figure appeared out of the mist. So soon the carriage stopped and the passengers get inside it. They were all silent and still. All the passengers, they were silent and still because they were full with the fear. The guard was ready with his gun to attack. Soon a dark figure appeared out of the mist. So let's see who is that dark figure, why the person was following them, and what he is going to do with them. Stop! Who goes there? Shouted the guard. Is this the dower mail? So the guard shouted, and the dark figure appeared from the mist. That who's there? And in return, the dark figure replied, Is this dower mail? The guard said, It is. Why? The dark figure appeared from the mist said, I have a message from London for one of your passengers. So he said that I am having a message for one of your passengers. Guard said, Well, don't try anything funny. I have a gun aimed at your heart and I have never missed. The guard warned the dark figure that don't try to befool us and don't try to play anything funny with us because I am having a gun and I have marked the aim at your heart, and if you are going to cheat us, then I am going to shoot you. The message is for Mr. Chavis Lorry of Talison's Bank, London. So that person said, the dark figure appeared out of the mist, said that I have brought a message for Mr. Lorry of Talison's Bank. The driver leaned over the side of the coach. So the driver, he leaned inside the coach and he asked, Is there any Mr. Chavis Lorry on the board? A gentleman of about 60 put out his head out of the window. Yes, I am a Chavis Lorry. So after making an inquiry, when the driver said to the passengers that is there any Mr. Chavis Lorry on the board, a gentleman of about 60 years, he gives his affirmation that he is Mr. Chavis Lorry. A message from London, said the driver. Get out of the coach and walk across the rider. So he said, there is a message for you from the London. So you get out of the coach, and go and get your message from that rider. So students, here you can see the scene is described in the form of a picture. It is page number 12 and 13. Please see it. This is the horse carriage. See, it is led by horses. This is the horse carriage. Light is there. This is dower mail. This is a dark figure that had appeared from the mist on the horseback, that this person is Jerry Cruncher. He brought a message. For whom? For this person. This is Mr. Chavis Lorry. Here you can see He is a driver of the cart, and this man who is having a gun in his hand is guard. So this is the whole scene. I hope you people get it, get through it, and read it. Read it twice so that you can get clarification about the plot of the novel. It is very important to go through the chapter number 1 specially because it is going to make a base of viewers for the novel. If chapter number 1 is clear, if baseline is clear to you people, it will be easy for you people to understand the matter of the novel. So revise it, complete your word list of the novel book, especially chapter number 1. Complete the word list of chapter number 1 and start learning the question answers of chapter number 1. Thank you.